I think foresight is an inherent. I think there are people that are born with it. I think there are people that learn it. But most importantly, I think it's something that comes from practice. I think people that see something down the road, my dad always said, if you see something you think you'd make better, go for it. That to me is what the sisters have done.
When I think about foresight, I think about bringing the head and the heart together. I think that a person needs to think about logically, what are the things that need to be done, and think about what do we see around us in our community that needs to be done. So use our head to think through the problem, and then vision with our heart. So I think there has to be an aspect of dreaming about what could be. I think foresight has an aspect of thinking about what do the children need, as Nan Nagel would have thought in her time. I don't think Nano thought that she was displaying foresight when she started out. I think she saw a dire need and her heart was pulling her to do something about it. So she didn't set out to have foresight. But when we look back and read some of her letters where she said, if I could be of service in any part of the world, I would willingly do all in my power. So she had a dream that she would be of service around the globe, and the sisters that came after her are the people who actually carried out that dream. So her vision came into play as other people came along, picked up on her charism and her mission, and carried it forth.
I think reading's a big part of foresight, I really do. It takes you to another world, it takes you another place, it makes you think differently.
I think developing foresight is really about listening. So as a community, the sisters gather periodically for meetings, and we take time for quiet prayer, and we take time for reflection, and then we have conversations with each other. And through those conversations, we listen for what is the Holy Spirit calling us to do next. And we listen for what are the needs of the times right now. And then we make plans for a step that we can take to move toward addressing those needs.
I think part of the sisters, they know how to put people together, including their boards. They know the right people, they know the right business people, they know the right effort, but most importantly, they fix problems. And then again, I'll go back to this. I think then at some point they say, Lord, could you help us with this? We need to do this, and away they go, and I believe that. I think to help you, any individual with foresight, I'll go back to the reading thing, I'll go back to trying to be someplace that you've never been before, even if it's by pictures or television or a book. And then from that to say, boy, wouldn't it be something if I could do that? Wouldn't it be something if I could be a part of that? And then for the people that really want to push, like the sisters, they go ahead and they do it. But it starts with knowing something that you'd like to do, seeing something that you've never been a part of, and saying, I'm going to do this, and away you go.
I think the biggest challenge for people who want to develop foresight is to take time to be reflective and to really listen to what is the Holy Spirit calling you to do. I think that a person needs to take that time for reflection. So either prayer time, or perhaps when you're going for a walk, turn off the radio for a while and just listen to what's going on in your inner voice, how God might be speaking within you. And I think if we listen to everyone in our community, we have the best chance of attending to what is our heart drawing us to do, and hearing the vision that the Holy Spirit might be drawing us to do someday. And we don't set out to have foresight. We absolutely do not set out to say, okay, today I'm going to have foresight. But it's 20 years from now, we'll look back and say, oh, we did this for the betterment of our children, for the betterment of our community. And people will say, you demonstrated foresight in what you did at that time.